Hi guys, welcome back here to my channel and today to another episode or another part here of Oasis Bay. This is the final part. It's finally coming to a wrap now. We've come to the end of the month, which means I only have 1 month to build this, and then there will be a showcase video at the beginning of the next month to show everyone else's builds on what they have done for this particular coaster or water coaster layout. This is just my version of what I've done. So yeah, it's coming to an end now, and I'm just putting in some final details. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and also give me a thumbs up. It really does help me out. And also, if you want to head over to my Patreon, you can pay €3 a month, and there you get early access to my videos and some screenshots of what I'm doing, etc. before anyone else. So today I'm just doing some final details. I do actually do like a backstage area, but I do it off camera because I was getting really bad lag while building, and I just decided just to do it off camera to get it done. But yeah, I'm just doing a few more little towers buildings, some details on the side of buildings and windows and canopies, that kind of thing, and just to tie everything all up in together. So right now I'm actually just focusing on the kind of after the big curved drop down, which kind of dips through a building. I'm focusing on that little area where there's rocks, some flags and canopies and things and little buildings, just trying to make that look a bit more clean and tidy and bring the theme all together. I've actually really enjoyed building this. It was a lot of details put in, a lot of buildings. Sometimes when you go for more of like a wilderness type theme in the jungle and stuff, you can just fill areas with foliage and trees and you've got a big section done really quickly. And when you do a theme that involves lots of buildings and things, it can take a lot more time. So I definitely picked like a hard one for this month. I have an idea for next month's challenge, which I know what it is, but you guys don't yet. You'll find that out at midnight on the first day of July. But yeah, I've got an idea for that one. I'm going to do something a bit more simple, I think, on the next one. This was really like this map was really like a big challenge, a big dive into a theme and trying to carry that theme out throughout the entire map. And the map wasn't like the tiniest of maps. It wasn't massive, but there was definitely a lot of space to fill. And especially because the layout of the water coaster, which was kind of like a reference to the real life Mac standard layout, didn't have much going on. It is literally just like a big helix downwards and then a drop into a water splash, which left a lot of space in between the track and the ride for a lot of theming. That's kind of what I went for with this one, just because I know people had said that they want to have more space to do theming and buildings and stuff, so that's kind of why I did it this month as well, and I thought using the water coaster for that was a perfect opportunity. But yeah, I found it quite difficult having all that space because I wasn't quite sure what to fill it in with. Obviously I filled it in now with these Arabian buildings and things. I hope you guys like it. I really think it's come together really cool. But yeah, it was a challenge. So right now I'm just putting in some extra like theming details with crates and barrels and that kind of thing. Honestly, like I've said it before with rocks and stuff, but if you ever just have a gap and you don't know what to do, just chuck some crates there or some barrels and it always looks good, regardless of the theme. Like Arabian, Western, a desert theme, just chuck some crates down and you like literally it just will save you. I do it very often. If I'm not sure what to put in a corner or what to do, just add some boxes, some barrels, it just looks great. I do the same with rocks. If I don't know what to do, I just put some rocks in the corner. That's kind of what I did with this curve at the bottom of this swooping drop. I just put rocks there because I didn't know what else to put in there. But actually, the rocks look kind of cool, so I'm glad I did that. Just doing the facades here for these buildings that overlook that area that I was just talking about. Just using some of the ideas and techniques that I used on the other buildings and stuff, and just kind of replicating those, using the same kind of windows and roof pieces. It's not really too important for me to have this back bit having like super detail because it is the back of the ride. It is a facade, it's not a real building in the theme park. As you know, a lot of buildings are actually just facades. In the back of them, there isn't really anything there. So that's kind of what I was going for, and especially as it backs onto like the depot and to like a backstage area, I've put some like sticks that kind of prop up those walls at the back and stuff to kind of give you the idea that this is a fake themed area in a theme park. The backstage area, because I didn't build it on camera, I will talk a little bit about it. I just wanted to do something. It was difficult, like I honestly didn't know what to do in the beginning. And when I decided, I think the best solution is just to do a backstage area with like a little car park, some trucks, have some crates and things sitting there, some wooden pallets and stuff. I thought that was the best route to go. And because of the amount of lag that I was actually having, for some reason when I build in scenario editor, the lag is way worse than it is if I build in Sandbox. So I was doing this in Scenario Editor because the only way to cover the depot is to do it in Scenario Editor. But because of that, I had really bad lag. So I feel like the backstage area at the back of the map lacks detail, and I honestly just got to a point where I was like, okay, that will do. I can't be bothered to add any more detail because I can't bear the lag anymore. Like, it was just taking forever to place one piece, and I just did the bare minimum, and then I opened the map into Sandbox to finish it off with all the details. And obviously once I did that, I couldn't put more detail onto the depot area. So the back of it does lack a bit of detail for me, and you probably wouldn't really notice too much, but I've seen some other maps on Discord, and some of those, you guys as well, have also done like a backstage theme park type area, and the detail in them is so much better than what I did. So yeah, that's the only kind of bit that I'm a bit disappointed about, but I've just left it as it is because I can't really do anything about it anymore. So I'm just going to finish up these little kind of facade buildings at the back here, go in and add a few more details into the rest of the map. I'm also going to put walls on the side of the map. This seems to be like a common thing these days when building dioramas. I don't know who started doing it, to be honest. I think it might have been Astrotron, but I really like it. I do it every month as well, and you guys do as well. It just seems to tidy up the map. So I've gone ahead and done that. It's really boring to watch, so I did that also off camera. And just adding in some little details like fences on the roofs, some stick kind of poking out of walls, that kind of thing. At the end of this video, I'm just going to show you in real time just kind of the whole map and what I did, to give you an idea of how it all kind of came together. But then obviously in the showcase video, which will be out soon, Mr. Unit films those for me, and his computer is, he runs these larger detailed maps much better than mine, especially while filming. So you'll get a much clearer kind of view of this map when I do that video, thanks to Mr. Unit on Discord. Right now I'm just adding in some like market stalls, just a few here, just to give you the idea that they sell fruit and vegetables and that kind of thing in this little town. And there's like a props mod that has like bananas and apples and things, so absolutely perfect. I've just scaled those down really small and chucked them into a crate, and I love that. I think it looks really, really cool. Adds a little bit of character and detail there. And yeah, next thing is lighting. I did all these like fiery lanterns, or whatever you want to call them, torches, on all the kind of buildings and things. And then also I went in and added some colored orb lights hidden into different areas to give it like a nice like red glow in some places and that kind of thing. I think I'd also do that off camera just because of laggy reasons. But yeah, lighting, I say, is always important. I always make sure I go around and add some like lamps and things around the path areas, light up the important areas of the actual ride to give those areas focus at nighttime. And yeah, just to make it a kind of give it a bit more atmosphere, make it more atmospheric at nighttime. I think it's really important as well to do that to every map. Like when I do maps, I always make sure I do lighting. Sometimes I forget, and then I realize last minute, oh no, I've forgotten to add lights. So yeah, I always make sure that I do it because I think it looks cool. And bins and benches, of course, because if you don't put bins down, then the guests chuck trash everywhere, and benches, people moan that they have nowhere to rest and sit. So I always add some benches, and I always try and pick the ones that match the theme the best. And sometimes I make custom lamps and things, but this time I didn't. I used like a preset lamp there, which I think actually looks really, really good as well. So I'm just going to take you now into the map in real time and just kind of give you a little look around. It's a tiny little bit laggy, it's not too bad, but you can get the idea here. So we've got a nice little flying carpet there in the corner going around. I love that. I think it fits in super, super well. And now we have like one of the boats going around here. It's going to go through these towers and then drop into the queue line building for the flying carpet. So it's a nice little interaction there. And also a nice head chopper or a near miss element for the boat. And I actually went ahead as well and added in some like water splash effects, and I triggered them and everything. I'll show you that just in a second. Here's a look at the backstage area, kind of how that came together. Super basic, nothing really crazy there detail wise, but it does the job. And here's the kind of water area. We've got a boat coming now, so you'll just see that splash effect that I added in there, which I think gives it a little bit of extra animation. So I like that. And then I've done some extra water cannons as the boat kind of continues around back to the station, which you often find on these type of water rides. So I'm just going to give you a few more views now of the boats going around the track and how everything kind of came together. If you've enjoyed this, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and also hit subscribe. It really does help me out, and I really appreciate you guys watching and leaving your comments about all the things that I do. I read every comment and I try and respond either with a message or with a heart and a thumbs up. So I always read what you guys write, and you always write such nice things about what I build, so I really do appreciate it. And here's a little look at the final kind of results of this map. Oasis Bay, I've really enjoyed it. I hope you have too. And can't wait to show you what everyone else has built for this water coaster, because I can already tell you that people have done something way better than what I've done. This is just what I do, but other people have such crazy imaginations. So I can't wait to show you that. And I'll see you in that episode when it comes out at the beginning of July. I'll see you then. Bye.